In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions, Jim and Tina are with us. Hey, guys, how are you?
Hi, Dave.
Welcome, welcome. Where y'all from?
Duluth, Minnesota.
Oh, fun. All the way to Nashville.
Yes.
Yep.
That's a bit of a haul.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
And here to do your debt-free scream.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
How much have you paid off?
$67,624.24.
Great. And how long did that take?
22 months.
Awesome. And range of income during that time?
Between 80,000 and 100,000.
Cool. What do you guys do for a living?
Tina does music for our church, and I'm a UPS driver.
But mostly I'm a mom.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Very fun. Cool. Excellent. What kind of debt was the $68,000?
All kinds of dumb.
Yeah, we had a lot of credit cards.
We had 4 Chase credit cards.
Just with Chase?
Just with Chase.
Yeah, wow.
They
We
were
kept
very sad
switching.
when we got out of debt.
From one to another and balance transferring all over the place. We had a overdraft protection credit card on our checking account. We had a student loan. We had a personal loan, a couple personal loans, and then our van.
Of course, a car loan. Yeah.
Of course.
You were normal.
Absolutely.
Just kind of, everything's good. We're in Minnesota. Life is good. So what happened? What disturbed you 22 months ago?
Well, I celebrated the 20th anniversary of my 20th birthday, and kind of looked around and realized we didn't really have a whole lot in savings, and our oldest daughter was getting closer to college, and we didn't have anything there, and stress was building, and she had a meltdown, and I figured we probably needed to do something about it. So
Just like the previous scream, I too had the mental breakdown. I had started listening. My mom had told us years ago, there's this Dave Ramsey, he does this envelope system. So I have a photocopied sheet of Dave Ramsey's envelope system hanging up on my bulletin board that was kind of there and forgotten. And then I had, before we got on the same page, I was kind of trying to do the envelope system, but I was only making $100 a week, and he was the big breadwinner. And so I would run out of money, and then I'd go to the card, and we would.
Sure.
I just couldn't do it because we weren't. It wasn't planned together, and we weren't doing it right. And then I started listening again to the program, and I was listening to all the debt-free screams, and he came home and walked in the door, and I'm bawling and sobbing, and I said, I want to do that. And so here we are.
And so here you are.
I want to do that.
Just like that. Well, dude,
Yeah.
when you want to do something, you can do it.
That's
how
right.
it works.
That's
Very
right.
good. Very cool. So 22 months ago, you had that conversation. So, Jim, you walk in, your wife's bawling because she's listening to this crazy guy on the radio. And what did you say?
well, at first I was skeptical because I'd heard your show a few years before that on the local radio station. And you have a perception in your mind, about something, and a redneck telling me about finance.
There you go.
Really isn't,
I love it.
really isn't something that I need to be listening to. So I did my due diligence
That
and
is awesome.
looked up online to try to prove that, you were some kind of quick rich scheme, and
Yeah.
realized that, when I was reading these websites of people telling me how bad you were, they were probably sitting in a basement somewhere in their mom's house. And, so I started listening to the show, and after about 2 or 3 days of you yelling at me for everything I've done wrong, I decided, well, it's probably time to do that. So,
He really did come home, and he said, well, I've been listening to Dave yell at me all day.
So your wife's crying, Dave's yelling at you. You got no chance. You're in a corner. You're painted in a corner here. Yeah, you're dead. I love it. So then at that point, you sit down to do budgets, or what? What happened?
Well, actually, the last thing I put on the Amazon credit card was your book, because
that's blaspheming.
I probably shouldn't say that, but it was true. So
Too late, you did.
Yeah, it was the last thing I did. So, and then we went through the class, and that changed everything. And then.
So you went to Financial Peace University?
Yes, sir.
At your church, or?
We went to a
Well, no,
local
we had
church.
to find one.
A local church.
Yeah.
Okay.
We started teaching the class at our church.
We did it at our church.
Neat. Thank you. So
Yeah.
that's the end of the story then.
Yeah.
Or the next chapter of the story.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. Very cool.
And we had-
So now you're just like all in with this redneck finance.
all in.
Yeah. Redneck finance is number one, I tell you.
And
I even got a southern accent, too. So.
I missed that part, but yeah.
And mind you, he's the city slicker, I'm the country bumpkin, so he's kind of calling me a redneck too.
Oh, okay. All right. This is great. I love it. Absolutely fun. So how does it feel now that you're free?
Fabulous.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's undescribable.
Yeah.
Indescribable.
It's so freeing. I've had a smile on my face for I don't know how long now, so
I love it.
a couple weeks. It's great.
Just everything is so different. We took this trip down here. We've been able to come. We're spending a whole week. We have cash in our wallets, and there's no stress. There's no
that's great.
stress.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about week 9.
Oh, yeah. Well, week 9,
We started to dread week 9 of the class because so when we went through, we were driving home from the last class, and the car overheated.
the
And we had to
radiator blew, so we had to get that fixed.
We had to get a ride home,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was several $100s, but it was the best thing in the world because even at that point, we'd only been doing it for, how long had we been doing that?
About 9 weeks.
About 9, a little longer than that because we kind of started before we took the class. And we counted out $700 onto the cash onto the table to pay for a car repair that would have just totally put us over the edge before. I mean, we would freak out and go, okay, it's 150. How are we going to do that? And now it was like, oh, 700. That's not so bad. And it feels really amazing to be able to do that. And so then when we coordinated the class, right around that week 9 point, we had more car issues with his car.
Yeah,
And
two
then,
or three times.
Yeah,
two or
there was
three
like 3
classes
different
that we
times, and we
coordinated.
thought, that's it. We're just going to skip week 9.
So if you could make an 8-week course, that would be great.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, yeah. Financial Peace University is hard on cars. It really is.
It really is, yeah.
It messes up cars for people all the
Yeah.
time because it's like God is saying, this is a test. I want to see if you're really going to do this. So
Yeah,
now that
we
you're
did.
coordinating a class and someone says you paid off $68,000, how did you do that? What do you tell them the secrets are?
Well, I think the budget is key, but for me, it was, I was listening to your show, and you had just gotten done with a debt-free scream, and you said, okay, so now what are you going to do? Yeah, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. And I was kind of looking around. He really is talking to me. And he says, you got yourself into this mess. You can get yourself out. And that's when it hit me that I have a choice in this matter. That I used to be under the impression that, you're controlled by, outside variables, and your finances controlled what you did with your money. But once I came to that realization and had that whole paradigm shift, that I had control.
That's everything.
It was huge.
That's a breakthrough.
Yeah.
That puts you in control of a lot of things.
It really does.
It really does. You guys are amazing. I'm honored to talk to you. And you brought the kiddos with you. What
Yep.
age?
We
What are their
did.
ages and names?
Allie is 15. Abby is 13.
13.
13, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, still 13.
I don't know how old my kids are. I know I have 3 of them.
And Gwendolyn is 4.
Awesomeness. Okay. And we're going to give you a copy of Chris Hogan's signed book for the next stage, next chapter of your life.
Thank you.
All right. Jim and Tina, Allison, Abigail, and Gwendolyn,
Ready?
Duluth, Minnesota. $68,000 paid off in 22 months. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1.
We're debt-free! What a great family. Absolutely awesome. Well done, you guys. Very, very proud of you. This is the Dave Ramsey Show. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show. You can do this. That really is the message. Whether you've got $270,000 in student loan debt or $27,000, whether you've got a $50,000 income or a $500,000 income,